Hi, everybody. So, it's Anna, Girl Without Guts. It has been a long time since I have done a live video on YouTube, and I apologize for being MIA. I'm still doing the True Vision health journey on weight loss, and I have lost even more weight. I'm down to 127 pounds from 153, so I'm still doing really good. I'm down into a size 6, although right now I haven't got the other video up yet. I gotta do it. I gotta edit it and put it up. But back, I want to say the 11th of December, I was admitted into the hospital with an infected port. My port got pinched between the clavicle bones, and it started pretty much aspirating the fluids that was being pushed. Instead of going up into where they were supposed to be, they would be infiltrating or extravating, or whatever you want to call it. Infiltrating is what I call it. Infiltrating into the skin underneath my skin instead of going where they were supposed to be going. And it ended up causing an infection in my blood. I ended up having a bacterial infection that ended up turning into MRSA in my blood. I ended up turning into septic. I thought I got in there in time, but I didn't, because it was on my left side and it was pumping right into my heart, which caused two other things to go wrong into my heart. Ended up causing a mitral valve regurgitation, and also caused a tricuspid valve, which can cause other issues as well. So then they keep my port in for several days because I couldn't get anything else in, because a regular IV team cannot get a PICC line in me because my veins are just shot. They can't get IVs on me. They barely get blood drawn on me. So anyway, they're still pumping me full of IV antibiotics and blah, 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 and all this, and running all these tests. And so I'm there from that Wednesday till that Tuesday, and that Monday I go down and I get the PICC line, which is the size that a child gets, because that's all that will fit in my vein, into my arteries. I get a PICC line, then they put me asleep with the PICC line, and then they get rid of my port. After all this is cleared up, I will be getting another port, but I have to wait until everything is all cleared up before I can get another port, because I'm running out of sites to get one. So anyway, I go home on Deptomycin. Deptomycin is in the same class as vancomycin, clindamycin, gentamicin, all of those. They're not used very often. They're only used when they absolutely have to be used, and they're usually used to get rid of things like MRSA, the superbugs. So I was put on Deptomycin. Deptomycin is a very, very strong drug, and it can do a lot of damage to a lot of different things. Just so happen it can do damage to kidneys. I was drinking and I was running my fluids every single day like clockwork. However, I started noticing that I was getting very nauseous every single day, and the nausea just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And so first thing I would end up having to do in the morning was get up, take Zofran, and I wouldn't take the Phenergan right away because it makes me sleepy. So then I would get my IV fluids out, I'd get those started, and just constantly just pumping myself full of fluids and drinking and constantly taking my Zofran. And if I had to, I would have to take the Phenergan. So then the nurse comes out on Monday. She does my blood work, changes my dressing on my on the PICC line, because I won't do that. I only got one hand and I'm not changing that by myself. So she comes out, and then I get a phone call. Could we do Christmas? And then not the day after that Thursday, actually celebrating Christmas. I get a phone call, and I'm not awake yet. So it's part of the Deptomycin, and my mouth gets really, really dry. So I get a phone call. I'm not feeling good. My little granddaughter's with me, and she's all about grandma. So she's all laying in the bed with grandma, loving on grandma because grandma's still in the bed. And so we get up. My husband's like, well, I heard the phone ring, but I didn't know who it was. I didn't bother answering it or anything. So I get up, and I notice I've got a missed call from Amerimed. So I look, and I'm like, well, who is this? And I'm looking, and it says, your labs came back, your creatinine level is at 3, you're in acute renal failure. I'm like, what? So then I call them back. Well, I get the voicemail. So then they call me back, and they're like, yeah, your doctor said, get to the ER right now and get in the hospital. You are in acute renal failure. You need to go now. So I'm like throwing on clothes and getting my granddaughter ready and trying to get a hold of her mommy. And of course that didn't work. So took her with me. And yeah, I got took in right away. And I've been here ever since December the 27th. They started me back up on the full dose of Deptomycin 3 days ago. And I am still very steadily, slowly coming down my creatinine levels, but then they go back up. And at this point, I was told that my kidneys are damaged. At what percentage are they? Where they're damaged? I don't know. We are doing a ultrasound tomorrow to find out how much they're damaged, but I guess we will find out. So anyway, I will go, and if you guys have any questions, comments, just leave them below and I will answer them. Bye.